Hi everybody. So anatomy tips and tricks part 3. So today we're going to be doing a nice exercise that I have a hard time with myself, but it's a very good exercise to work on, which is doing the flour sack to practice gesture and to practice expressing emotion in the body itself. So let me get the pressure out of the way first. You're not going to be perfect at this at first. You're not even going to be good at it first. Hell, I'm not even good at it now, but I like to do it all the time. So I'm going to experiment with you guys here in real time. Some of it might be good, some of it might be bad, but we're going to learn together. So what I mean by the flour sack is that in the first video of anatomy tips and tricks, we talked about the body as a egg shape and a box shape encased within a balloon. So right now we want to look at it as if we are looking at the outer balloon. We're not just looking at the inner workings. So this is going to be a very helpful way for you to kind of practice gesture and practice emotion. So if it helps you to put emotion to a body and try to express that, fine. If you just want to go free-handed, that's okay too. But and if you're finding this hard to do to begin with, try to find a pose already and turn the pose into a flour sack or a pillow. So if I wanted to turn this around and give this guy a big belly, it would look something like this. You see that belly on the guy? So let's try to put emotions into it. Or hey, let's try to do like a superhero pose. Like how would that look like if you saw the seam up top and now there's one hand here and one hand here and there's a crevice here and then one leg going this way, one leg go. You see how the body is bending? And you can do a lot. You can add another crease. You can do a lot with just figuring out how the body looks just by doing this. You can learn a lot of twists and turns that way. A very twisty side and a very simple side, and you can learn how to almost twist the body. Do a figure 8 and see if that works. You know, when it's too bendy, like have the arm reach out that way, and now do the figure 8 and then drop the rest of the body right here. Or have the other side of the body come out here, and now we're twisting and turning. Try to hold one seam and twist that one seam, and now do the rest of the body that way. What do I mean by that? So if one arm was here and the other arm was here, and then it looks like almost that's the back of the character, that's their butt right here, and I'm turning like this. Try to do happy. You know who did this well? Carpet in Aladdin. Carpet had a really, really kind of body language when it comes to this. You know, in the cave when they tell him to go away and he goes back all sad and kind of hunched over like this. And that's the back, and you can even see the back side kind of turn, and it's the flour sack but almost flattened. Let's see if you're kind of curious and you wanna look down. If you want to do the body but you want to put more dimension to it, and here's the seam, and you see I'm hunched over a little bit, but I'm sideways. Remember the side plane right here? Look at that. And there is, you know, I'm not getting super expressive here, but let's try to put some perspective to it. Let's say you're meeting the flour sack here at the bottom. See, that's a flour sack that's kind of almost sitting down. And maybe it has if you put his arm here, he has a remote in his hand and he's watching TV. Let's see which ones we can do. I like sometimes to start with the base, and here's our base, and maybe you're bending over. So you're reaching out that way. And let's do one that's kind of, you know, walking around like that. So let's try to put legs into. I don't know if that was super successful, but you see what I mean? It's almost like a cat leg. Let me pull up some references and see if I can do one. And I'm looking to the side at some references of cartoon characters, and let's see if we can kind of depict one. I don't know if this does it some justice, but a super sad one would be very hunched over like this. Look at that. Does that make sense though? I think you can introduce a side plane to it as you get better. And remember the letter B. The letter B is very helpful. I usually start with a letter B most of the time, especially with twists and turns. Think about an actual pose. So if I were to do, and I usually put a center line here. Look at that. Look at that arch, or however you say it. Now, if I wanted to take that and turn it into a body, I have an easier way of figuring out, you know, what the body is doing. Because I'm probably like, let's say that's an arm is here and another arm is here, and that's the scapula, that's the scapula. That's our latimus muscles. And that's the butt. And that's one leg going this way. And another leg coming that way. And maybe put some Frazetta hair right here, where the guy is looking away from us, and you can put some anatomy and muscles right here. You can put the guy's hand here. You see, I've used this basically and turned it into a body. But a flower set, I mean, it really is a good kind of, let's do like a, that was a weird one. But I don't know. I mean, do you see how this might be helpful? Like this one here would look something like this. The body would be here. And maybe the hand is right here. The other hand is right there. They're pulling something maybe. And they're standing very wide. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I don't know. I hope this was helpful. I hope that made sense. I like it when I'm stuck sometimes and don't know what to do. I do this all the time. And it doesn't have to be such an exaggerated form. It can be very subtle. Play around with this. See if it's helpful. It's really addicting. I almost kind of wanna just keep going. Almost wanna. I'm trying to do one that's sideways, but it's not working here. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you like this, follow, subscribe. I've been posting a lot of shorts. I'm not sure if people like to watch a longer form video or a short-term video. I'm going to try a lot of live streams too. Please let me know what you want to see. Hit the like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you want to see, and I hope to see you again soon on this channel.